What's up, ladies and gents? This is K-Sig Kid, coming at you with another Destiny video. This week, the level 34 Prison of Elders boss is Urrox, so that's a good thing for Guardians, because you don't need Yellowhorn at all to take care of him. In fact, he's probably doable even if you've got some people that are level 33 in your party, so don't be afraid to go in and go ahead and smack him around. If you end up liking the video, go ahead and smack that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you want to keep updated on daily Destiny content. I really appreciate that, of course. And on Urrox, the first thing you want to do is run over to this side. Now, this week, he actually has Solar Burn on, so great for you. That's, in fact, awesome for you. I've got my 365 Vision of Confluence on, and of course the Black Hammer and Yellowhorn to round out my arsenal. Whenever he does his thing where he burns the floor, you can go ahead and pop a bubble with Blessing of Light and then just stagger your jumping up in the air so you're not on the ground and taking a burn. Really, it's not too difficult, especially if you're level 34 on par with him. Now, if you were under-leveled, obviously it's going to make a significant difference. We actually had 3 Titans here, so we had a lot of choices of bubble. Since it's Solar Burn, if your team is comprised of 3 really good snipers, you're going to absolutely destroy him. I'm really not much of a sniper. I keep missing one of my 3 Black Hammer shots here, but it's pretty easy to actually go ahead and get the shots on his head. He's not like the last Hive boss that we had to fight, Golrot, where the crit spot was on his belly, and he would bend over and kind of throw off all your timing and aim. This is much better, much easier. You can see he can just go ahead and lay waste to his head. Now, of course, when those witches come, they are kind of the big thing that's a pain in the butt. But since it's Solar Burn and Yellowhorn Solar, you're kind of going to wreck them. Now, I was dying pretty bad here, and I ran over to this bubble thinking it was going to be a blessing bubble. It wasn't. I was completely fooled. And I thought for sure I was going to die because there was still a countdown. The floor was on fire, but I didn't. I survived just in the nick of time. Matt came running over here, and he popped the blessing bubble for me because I was like, I'm going to die. I'm going to die. But I didn't die, I'm still alive, and we're still shooting Urrox in the head. And you can see that if you've got all of your solar weapons on, it's really not going to be difficult. This is probably one of the easier strikes to do. I'm surprised that both of the Hive bosses are so easy, actually. Who remembers week 1 of the 34 Prison of Elders? Whenever on round 4 you had to fight the Hive with Arcburn? Yeah, that was a pain in the butt for many, many parties. And in fact, that same thing ends up happening this week, but it was absolutely no problem again. And that's the benefit of leveling up, having 365 weapons, possibly having armor boost against Hive, all those kind of good things. So you can see right there, Urrox falls down for the count. We ended up taking him out. The entire 34 was a breeze, quite honestly. And that's a good thing. I mean, don't get me wrong, challenges are nice, but if you're strapped for time like myself and plenty of other Destiny players, you like there to be content that you know you can get through in a half hour or 20 minutes or whatever the case may be. You want to run something through with your buddies who maybe don't play a lot either, and this is a good thing because it lets you go through, get your content done, and let your buddies go ahead and go through and get the rewards as well, and I like that. I am always of the mindset of I want as many Destiny players to be good as possible, because if you ever happen to run something with somebody, you want them to have all the gear and everything necessary to do all the challenges, you know, so they can run right alongside you. Again, that's my personal opinion. I know everybody doesn't believe that way, but that's the way I think. So now that all is said and done, it's time to go down to the Crystal Barrows, and I always am trying to do this, and I did it, finally! Perfect fall, all the way down into the barrows. Oh yeah, that's going through the tube. So on my very first 34 with each character, I make sure to pop the big chest. I never know if I'm going to have time to run 3 35s each week, so on my 34 I always do pop the big chest. So I go ahead and grab it with one of my treasure keys this time, and I didn't get anything spectacular. Aw, boo-hoo. But we can go ahead and dance. Again, this was my first time running a 34 with Matt and Ecto on my team. You guys know I've run with Ecto before on plenty of times. Matt, very first time I got to run through anything with him, so that was pretty awesome. Got to do a little shooting things in the face, shooting some Hive, all those kind of good stuff. And now we're just running around in the gold because gold is fun. But oh yeah, did I mention that the 34 is kind of a cakewalk? There it is. Completely flawless, no deaths 34. That's a cakewalk. That's a cakewalk. So you may have seen at the end, whenever I killed Urrox, that I finished my final 3rd Elder Cipher. And this means I can finally pick up the Dreg's Promise. So I just wanted to go over here to Urrox and see what it's all about. I'm sure I'm going to go ahead and do a review of the Dreg's Promise whenever I fully level it up. Doesn't make sense to do one just yet. But I'm going to go ahead and start purchasing this from Urrox. All my Elder Ciphers will officially be done, which is awesome. I'm glad to have all those exotic weapons out of the way. And then it just means that I get to go ahead and play with them. Awesome. So anyway, guys and gals, thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, smack that like button. Subscribe to the channel to keep updated on daily Destiny content. Check out these awesome videos. Good luck with your raids, your drops, and I'll see you around in Destiny. Drake's promise.